Doing things works. Sorry, but it does. Okay? I'm here to tell you today to just do things and why it favors you. Even if you don't do it right, even if it's not how you wanted it to be, as long as you still do it, bro. Okay? So I'm here to tell you today because I'm case study number one for this, okay? Whoops, I keep looking at the wrong spot. I'm case study number one for this. So these videos that you're going to see, this first batch of six, I already recorded. Sorry for the wind, by the way, if you can hear it. I already recorded this batch of six like a week ago. Well, not a week ago, probably a couple weeks ago. Is that good? Yeah. I already recorded this batch of six like a week ago, a week and a bit ago. But I really beat around the bush as to what the points were. So I'm gonna talk to you for like a minute here, and then I'm gonna read you what I wrote down because the real shit, and the kind of real stuff that's really gonna speak to you is what I wrote down on my notepad there on my iPad because that was what I wrote down when I had the initial thought, and that's when I do my best work. So this is just a quick intro to tell you that doing things works. I'm case study number one. If I hadn't have come out last week, I'm here at 5:30 in the morning, by the way. And I got up at 4 and walked 3 miles just to be here because I wanted a good backdrop for the video. And I did this a couple weeks ago too, but the video sucked because I was so nervous. It's my first time recording myself. I kind of really beat around the bush, and just didn't really get the point across which I wanted to, and I don't want to misinform you guys because this is stuff that I'm passionate about, you know. So I'm here to tell you why doing it works, doing it wrong, doing it anything works. Because like I say, I wouldn't know to come back out here and re-record these and get something I'm happy with if I didn't record it and go do it the first time, to which I was insanely nervous to do. Um, because I guess this is a new chapter for me, bro. So with that being said, I'm gonna pull my notes up right here, and we're gonna talk about it. So I said, doing things works. Stay with me. People that think doing things and not getting results or immediate results is not working, but doing it works. Do it wrong, do it nervous, do it scared, do it wrong, do it right, do it confident, do it if it's not ideal. Just do it to start going. Do it lonely, do it in a crowd. Now that I've spent so much time alone and incapable to thrive on my own because I've spent so much time alone and I know myself, I'm no longer worried what others think because I don't need anyone but myself. So if people think it's cringe and walk out of my life, it doesn't affect me because I'm doing this regardless for me. And I don't need people for me to be able to do this. I don't need to miss out on life by waiting for people. I'm not going to try learn how to do this. I'm just going to do it and do it how I wanted to do it because knowing too much and trying to learn too much has kept me from doing so much because I tried the theatrics too much. Don't be an idea guy forever. Trust me, I've spent years doing everything but doing something, trying to get somewhere, and it hasn't worked. I've used every excuse, every curveball. I've done everything except what needed to be done because I was thinking too deep about it, which made me put it off and be obsessed with preparing. But forever preparing doesn't get it done, doing it does. This style is my niche and it fits what I am. I keep it real, I just like to talk and keep it 100. So that's what I'm gonna do. Minimal tampering, just record it, spit it, no description, boom, sub up so I can be there for you. I'm not supposed to be your dopamine hitting thriller video type channel. Sub so I can be there for you when you need it and when you need to hear something real and the distractions ain't there. Just remember, you might as well do the thing you want because you experience sadness and struggle and hardship anywhere in your life, even when you're not trying to accomplish a goal. So you might as well experience it in doing something to better your life and with the promise that something better is on the other side, which it usually is. Extra point, as someone with suspected ADHD and heavy ADHD at that, believe me, I've tried everything else around just doing something. I've used every excuse around just doing something, and it's better to just shoot. You ever notice how most things you planned before never fully go to plan anyway? Even little things, especially big things, and you're trying to change your life here. You're trying to change your life, and you really think that's all going to go according to plan, or that you can plan that your whole life. It may follow a general route because of what you're deciding to do, but you're trying to change your life, and you think that you can create a plan for every step of that, and it'll always go right like that. Bro, my plans and life changes weekly. It's every human life's first time doing this life thing right now. We're all gray in our own areas and gold in our own areas. Most times we don't do anything because we're thinking of the big picture. I just think of a little side task. Maybe it seems insignificant and almost too easy, but just do it. For the first while, if my videos suck, they suck. probably like this one, but they won't forever. And that's true, actually. Let me just go off notes. It's like, bro, I know I can be a character. I know I got character. I know I got gold, okay? I just ask that you stick with me for like 3 to 6 months, bro. And I'll be golden. I'm telling you. I'm kind of nervous here because this is a regular spot that I chill at, okay? So I don't want no one to see me and be like, hold on, weren't you recording videos down here? No, no, that wasn't me, but it was. Anyway, back to the notes. Um, don't wait too long because you'll actually make it harder for yourself because you'll become so accustomed to your beliefs, like I have, that yes, you'll have confidence and success in your mind. It becomes your normal and you know it's coming. But if you're not figured out and doing something and getting that out, you actually end up losing that drive and tiger type hunger to hunt because you've been saying it's coming for so long that you're not moved by anything that isn't results. But for results to happen, you need to start that thing. But you're still thinking, nah, for me, it can happen so quick. And I believe you if I saw it happen to me, but I've been dreaming for so long and nothing's happened. I need proof. And then you sit back and wait for proof when you're the one that needs to try something to be able to give the proof to yourself. And to add to all this, although I advocate that everybody is their own person, there's no perfect person to be. Think of how many lames are on. Actually, wait, that's a good, this might be the wrong way of looking at it, but there's no perfect person to be. But think of how many lanes are on, bro. Think of how many people with shitty morals, shitty outlooks, out of touch, ignorant folks that are on because I hate that. And don't be that. I'm not saying that's the method. However, how many people do you see up and you think, why does this asshole get to live a dream life like that? They're corny, trashy. You don't have to fit a bill. They're on because they just got up and did something because doing it works. There is no doing it if you leave it in your head forever. I promise you, doing it and failing, doing it and not being perfect, doing it to whatever extent is better than thinking of doing it forever. I really need you to realize that you can bring whatever you want to life, but you need to do. No matter how big or small, move things. I know it's scaring out of your comfort zone, a new chapter, but you feel so much better, and it'll start a snowball effect once you just go do that thing. Most things aren't even as scary or go as bad as you think they may. The universe doesn't hate you, it awaits you. It rewards those that do, not those who feel like they're owed. And to build on what I've been saying, I did the spiritual stuff for years. For years, we all know and we've all seen those spiritual creators whose videos land on your feed, and they tell you what you have to believe and what you have to manifest, what you have to embody, all of that stuff, and vibrate and match energy. Just every single spiritual requirement they'll tell you you got to do, and have, and then you'll see things start to turn for you. I did, and I became for years all that stuff, and I'm still here, only just starting something. I'm not discrediting spirituality because I'm still a big encourager and believer of it, but it's not all going to just happen for you if you sit back and just expect, like we're told by those spiritual guys. You have to just do something because doing it is what makes it work. And that's the truth. Before I end off this video, because we're 8 minutes already, damn, that went quick, bro. Let's go near the whole fucking building again. Viaduct. But that's kind of what I wanted to say, bro. I covered the main part in there, and there was stuff in there for me and for you, you know? It's kind of like a personal note. Um, so it was like kind of tailored to me, but also at the same time, it was like for y'all. Some advice in there and then personal situation. God damn, that's beautiful. Come on. Ooh. Anyway, let me go back to my stuff. So before I go, don't click off yet because I still have something for you. But I just wanted to let you know that that's kind of the premise of doing things, bro. It kind of works. Like this video could have been so much better, and I wish I could just pop out on camera and show my full true character, because I know, bro. And although it might seem egotistical or whatever to say now, I know I'm a character. I know I'm golden. Once I like, you guys will see it in time. I'm calling it right here, right now. There we go. They'll pull this video back up in time, bro. They will. Um, when I'm like fully in swing and fully doing my thing, I told you, I know I've got golden locked in here, bro. It's just not coming out yet, because I'm not used to recording myself. But with that being said, I'm gonna end off the video, but don't go because I need you. I actually forgot my end of video checklist. I usually have it written down, well, like down on there on my notes, but I forgot to put it on there. And the video checklist, from what I can remember, I want to ask you to sub up. Please subscribe. It's completely free. It's no commitment. If you rock with this content, you can unsubscribe at any time. You don't need to pay. It's free. Just come along for the ride. Um, if you like this content, that's when I want you to subscribe. If you didn't like it, bro, it's no problem. You know, if this ain't your type of thing, if you don't like me, if you didn't like the video, that's cool. I appreciate your time. You know, I really don't mind. Damn, my chest is tight. But if you did like the content, subscribe, come along for the ride. Let's see where we can take this. Cause I want to be there for you guys. I'm not doing this to be some sort of guru, right? I know we're all sick of the fucking self-help gurus and shit like that. I'm not trying to be that. I've always been a speaker. I used to be the one that my friends would come to about the problems, and I used to just give them paragraphs on paragraphs, bro. And this was back when I was like 14, 15, and I played that role. I'm really a speaker, and I really want to help people with what I can say because I know I've lived all this. You know, this ain't no speculation or things like that. I've lived all this. So if you like the content, and don't sub if you're just gonna leave and never come back. I'm just keeping it 100 with you because I don't want the algorithm for the channel to fuck up. I want a good retention, good algorithm. That's what pushes the channel far. So if you're gonna sub and you want to come along and see what I got to say, because I promise you I got so much more of you, especially once I'm unlocked, bro, then we flying. So sub up if you like the content. If you want to come along for the ride and you actually come back and tap in with me because I love you guys, bro, and you're not powerless here. You know, I can't do this without you. That's no lie. I can't do it without you. Final thing, actually, wait, not the final thing. I'll just say before I say the final thing, I'm gonna leave a form in the pinned comment as I will my socials and my music that I'm about to mention. If you want to check it out, that's just for inquiries. Leave in the comments anything you want to discuss. It can be video ideas, it can be feedback, it can be what you have for dinner. I don't mind, bro. Come chop it up with me. I want to talk to you guys. Um, and finally, the music. It's on all major streaming platforms except Apple. I'm gonna leave my site. Oh man, the camera keep doing that. I won't go too close. I'll leave my site in the pinned comment because if you guys want to help out and you have anything spare, you know, I've listed all my albums for $1 each. There'll be 7 albums by the end of June. There's 4 out already. This is like late May when I'm recording this. So by the end of June, I'll be out all 7. You can buy them for $1 each, as low as I could set them. But you can pay more if you want to help out. You know, this is not a requirement. Please don't feel obliged to. You know, I'm not gonna be kind of sad and waiting on it, thinking, damn. But like, I really don't mind. It's just if you got extra and you want to help out. It's mainly for music supervisors, bro, because music supervisors, my music is cinematic, and I'm trying to get me some of them sync, dude. You know what I mean? Syncs pay, bro, and I'm trying to get some. And my music's extremely cinematic. It's mostly instrumentals. I have a retro themed album. I have an orchestral themed album. Pop, rock, hip hop coming out. All that, bro. So it's instrumental. Check it. Music supervisors, please make sure you do check it out because this really is for you. It's for everyone, but I feel like you can utilize it the most. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna end off this video because I still got 5 more to do, bro. Damn, my chest is tight. I still got 5 more to do. So with that being said, we're on 13 minutes. I'm gonna see you guys later.